Dr. Esther Trufan, and in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make caramel and as a result, study some properties of sugar. For the experiment, we're going to need sugar. We're going to use 10 grams of it, so we will need a scale and we will have it directly placed inside a beaker. To make caramel, we need to warm the sugar, so we will be using a hot plate. It is already turned on to a medium-high temperature. And then at the end, we're going to pour out the caramel that we made. So for that, we can use some silicone molds. We cannot use plastic because plastic will melt, but we can use silicone molds, or we can use some wax paper or aluminum foil on which we can pour out our caramel. So let's get started with turning on our scale, placing our beaker, and for today, that will be a 150 milliliter beaker. On top, we're going to tare it and then transfer into our beaker approximately 10 grams of sugar. I have exactly 10.00 grams of sugar, and I am done with my only measurement for today. We set the scale to the side. We're going to take our beaker with our sugar and place it on the hot plate. This will take a couple minutes, and we should slowly observe the transformation of sugar. The first thing that we're going to observe is that the sugar is going to get a little sticky at the bottom of the beaker. And the next thing is more related to the smell that is coming off from the beaker. And then there is a slight color change occurring at the bottom of the beaker that will accompany the increasing stickiness of the sugar. We can observe a change in color and consistency more towards the bottom, but now moving up towards the surface of the sugar. A lot less of the sugar is moving. And our nose may be getting the earlier warnings about what's happening here way before our eyes can tell the change. Now the bottom layer is starting to move when we turn it sideways. And our sugar is almost completely transformed into something else. And as we wait for all the sugar to transform, we can set our molds up. We can either use the silicone molds that I have ready, and this will give us a cone-shaped caramel once we pour it out and shape it. Or if we want to create two-dimensional shapes, a wax paper is going to be most helpful, and then we can trace whatever two-dimensional shapes we want on it. We are almost ready to pour things out. Here we have our mold. I will try to demonstrate how this works. And when we pick this up, we have to be careful as we pour it out. We can't wait too long because the caramel is going to harden very quickly. Now we can have one shape on the mold, and we can have another shape on the wax paper. And now we wait, and as the caramel now slowly cools down, it will begin to harden, and we will be able to pick it up in small pieces off the paper and off the mold. To clean our beaker, we need to wait a little bit until it's cool enough to touch, and then we need to submerge it in water for all this sugar that has been converted to caramel to dissolve in the water. And at that point, we can very easily rinse it out and once again have a clean beaker. The sugar cools off relatively quickly, and I can demonstrate how easy it is to pull it up from the wax paper in small bits. Now, the smell may be attractive, but we prepared this caramel in the laboratory using a beaker and a hot plate, so we cannot eat this. But should you want to make it at home, you can, and feel free to experiment with the recipe.